Bailey, good girl. Bailey, come. Good girl. Good girl. Good morning. Good morning. Is there anybody out there? YouTube land? Good morning. It's going to be another beautiful day here in North Carolina. Good morning, Shauna Bates. Good morning. I don't know how to share out my stream, so I don't get a lot of people in here. If you're looking for people, it's probably in a different stream, but good morning. Uh, I know it's early in California and New Mexico and the other states. I'm up early so I can garden this morning before the heat. Did you leave already, Shauna? I guess so. Well, thank you for popping in. Thank you. I'm going to learn. Linda's House of Chill said she'll teach me how to share it out to the community. At this rate, I'm not going to get my watch hours till God knows when. Thank you. Thank you. At this rate, I'm not going to get watch hours till God knows when. But whatever, right? I'm here. I was up this morning early. I had to take the grandkids to school. So while I do that, I'm over there gardening at their house, planting flowers. That's what I'm doing, flowers this year. It is. It's going to be a beautiful day. Really nice. I'm sitting just outside the sun so I can read the chat today. Because when I'm in the sun, I can't read it. Not that there's anybody in here chatting. Shauna, what state do you live in? If you're in need, if you're surfing and you're going from channel to channel, I understand. You don't have to hang out here. You can if you'd like. And you're gone again. Okay. Well, thank you for popping in. Oh, you get up at 5? Yeah. I get up at 5 every morning pretty much. And some mornings at 4:30. It's just my natural time I wake up. You live in Ohio? I used to live in Ohio. I was raised in Cleveland, in the flats. But I know all of Ohio. When I was a teenager, I hitchhiked all over Ohio, top to bottom. Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati. You know, the 3 C's. And then out the other edges. I'm very familiar with Ohio. I still have family that lives there. As a matter of fact, I'm planning a trip to Ohio when I get this little insurance settlement. Thank you for hanging out. My family now lives in like Westlake area. Oh, it was buffering on your end. Oh, gotcha. Well, I hope I'm not buffering too much. Are you familiar with Westlake area? Galleon down by Mansfield. Okay. Do you know where Bucyrus is? Isn't Mansfield where they made that Shawshank Redemption movie at that prison there? I believe. I know the Shawshank Redemption was filmed there at the prison in Ohio, but I can't remember. It's a small town, yeah. Bucyrus is a very small town. They have the Bratwurst Festival in August. It brings thousands of people. That's Bucyrus is where Al Capone did some bootlegging there in the town of Bucyrus at the little bars. They're well known for that. Mansfield isn't too far from there. Is that Amish country too? Hello, Jack Squat. Thank you. I can use all the little people I can get. Mansfield, Ohio State Penitentiary, Reformatory, yeah. That's where they filmed the Shawshank Redemption movie. Jack, how are you doing this morning? I missed your live stream last night. You weren't on very long. Yeah, I have friends that live in Bucyrus. It's a cool little town. I mean, it's a very tiny town, but it's a cool little town. Old town. Do you go to the Bratwurst Festival? Hello, Michigander man. Thank you for popping in. I've been doing early morning gardening. I try to beat the heat. I'm planting more flowers than I ever have this year. The neighbors moved out, so I'm rescuing plants from their house. I told my ex-husband about your channel, Mr. Ganderman, because he's originally from Michigan, and his family owned a parking garage there way back in the day and sold it. So he'd be interested in seeing what the crazy fun were all. Al Capone hanged out here. Yes, there's two bars there in Bucyrus, and they catty-corner each other. And down in the bottom of the bar is still Al Capone's chair where he sat. They don't take many people down there. Internet break, okay. I got you. Jack Squat, you are one of the most centered people I know. Working through what you're going through to become more aware of your energy flow and your positive thoughts and base your thinking on, I don't know. I just like listening to you. There's my dog, Bailey. She got a new collar and she's got somebody's baseball mitt. Bailey, that glove does not belong to you, Miss Bailey. That's not your toy. Bailey. Bailey. She's gonna chew on it. I'm gonna have to go get it and return it to the neighbor. What do you got? What do you got? Bailey, what do you have? Oh, she's such a She's such a good girl. I'm so happy I got her. I'm so happy I rescued Bailey from a situation as a puppy. She was tied to a 6-foot leash in the daytime outside all day long in the heat. She couldn't play. That he stayed in West Michigan, Al Capone, yes. He was all over the place, Chicago, Michigan. But, and then in the nighttime, they brought her in the house and they kept her in a crate. They brought her to me when she was about 9 months old and asked me, could I keep her? They were being evicted. And so I did. I lost my dog, Sensa, to cancer about 2 years before that. Bailey, I'm teaching her Jack Squad, can you share this out? I need to learn how to share out to my community, which I haven't figured out yet. Oh, Jesus, dog, I love her to pieces. Right, right. And he lets people be their self, and he just redirects them. That's why I like going in his stream. I'll put Jack Squat stream on when I want to lay down and go to sleep and just listen to it. My Cry for Help used to be on every night for 6 hours. So when I was in pain or couldn't sleep, I would go to My Cry for Help's channel. Good morning, Cassandra. Yay, Cassandra's in here. My girl. I would go to My Cry for Help stream and kick around in there when I couldn't sleep and laugh. And he's got comedy and he's got a little bit of drama and he's got a little bit of everything. Yes. Cassandra, if you don't have Michigander Man, snap him up. He's a good guy. He shows you a lot of area in Michigan. Like there's an Indian burial site. And then when he's on a break at Walmart, he'll sit in his car and just talk to people on his break. He works at the lovely Walmart. So, thank you, everybody. Cassandra, I'm so glad you made it. Bailey got a new collar. Her collar was blue, and she's a girl. I know girls like blue too, but I put a purple collar on her. Okay. I miss you too. I miss you lots, Cassandra. I look for you daily. There's like maybe 10 people I try to check out daily. You guys have become part of my routine. I'm a lonely lady. I'll be honest with you. My anxiety. I'm going to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Cool. Nice. And cool, Michigander Man. I have a brother in Tennessee. He's in Franklin, Tennessee. Franklin. Illness. You have spiritual awakenings as a... That's funny you should say that, Jack. Wow. You know, I'm the same way. And I didn't listen. So I have to open that listening up and pay attention to my surroundings so I absorb the good and follow the guidelines of where I'm supposed to go and not fight it. Because we take it back with our manipulative ways that we were raised. Right. On here and just taking. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. You're right. And now you're what? You're flooded. Oh, I missed it. Go. Can Now Drone. Thank you, Can Now Drone. Welcome. I don't think I'm supporting you, but I will go and do that. My mod, Cassandra, if I miss anything, greet these people for me. Cassandra's a great channel. So is Jack Squat. I mean, I can't say any channel's not a good channel. Ken. Oh, my vision is so blurry this morning. Heavy sigh. My blood sugar's good. I don't understand why my vision is so blurry. Have you, hon? Life in Albuquerque. I have a drone I bought from my grandson, $150 drone, and we got it, and when we got it, it didn't work. I went to return it to Walmart, and they said I bought it through a secondary company, so they wouldn't take it back. I still have it in the box. I want to give it to somebody or send it to somebody that could fix it, because there's no point. I mean, I've had it for 2 years now in the box. One of the little propellers on it wasn't spinning. Cassandra, I don't know what's wrong with it. One of the propellers, when I bought it, my grandson got it, we charged it up, we went to fly it, and it went up about 5 inches and went zzz, zzz, and that was it. My son-in-law, who has drones, said it was broken, take it back. Well, Walmart said I got it from a secondary company. I needed to return it to them. I had no clue you could order stuff through Walmart and it was a secondary company. What the hell is that? Hello, Miss Elegant Homestead. Thank you for making it. I appreciate you. If you don't have people in here, Jack Squat Elegant Homestead's a great channel. I have 6 people. Woohoo! But I only have 20% on my battery. So when it goes to 10%, I have to end the stream. Darn it. Darn, 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 darn. I've already planted some ground cover at my daughter's house because I'm putting in new flower beds, and around the flowers I'm putting some ground cover for her. So before I took the kids to school, I got that in. Now I'm sitting in the lawn chair. Miss Elegant, I will get on your stream, but in the evening sometimes I'm pooped and exhausted, and I might, like last night I fell asleep in My Cry's channel. I think he booted me because I fell asleep. I usually go to his channel to fall asleep. Cassandra is also a great lady. She's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. She's filmed hot air balloons and various things around town. YouTube helps me not be so lonely. I don't intend to, but I'm exhausted. I really am. And this gardening is so good for me. It's really turned my depression down a notch, like a lot of notches. I just don't know where I'm going to go, how I'm going to place the plants and the flowers. Had to go back and get more liners. They were 10 cents a piece. So I went the economical way. I got 5 more buckets, more potting soil, more potting soil. I have to stop because my income isn't allowing me any more financials, but dang, outdid myself with these flowers. And I have to get the potting soil for the pots in pots because I don't want them to die. I'm making fairy gardens for my grandkids, and the fairy gardens take up a lot of detail. For Lorena, I'm putting Disney characters in her fairy garden, and I have tiny plants. Tiny plants I put in the fairy garden. Hers is Disney themed, watering can, Tinkerbell bench. They really come out cute. That's going to be her gift. Her birthday's in May / Mother's Day / cash. They always want cash. That's why I had that fellow on the couch, so Grandma could come up with more cash for him. I put him out though. Wasn't a good situation. He was taking kindness for weakness. I only charged him $15 a night. It was terrible. So this week I told him to get out. I don't need the money that bad. Well, yes, Cassandra, you will love Miss Elegant's channel. Miss Elegant Homestead, she does gardening, and she has chats about anything and everything, and nothing in between. And sometimes we get on the food topic, and then I hit the refrigerator when I don't need to, because I got hungry. But I know I really wasn't hungry. Miss Elegant, I love that flag you have with that rattlesnake on it. That is cool, cool, cool. Way cool. My husband and I caught a rattlesnake in California, and for some reason he decided to keep it. And he would put it in this giant aquarium, fish tank. We had 100 some gallon fish tanks. And then it died, and we cut it open, and it had 6 baby rattlesnakes inside, eggs. I skinned it. for the rattle and the snake skin. I'm a girl that does that kind of stuff. Take advantage of everything you have. I use feathers for dream catchers, and yeah, I couldn't believe it. We got it up in the hills in California, in the rocks where we were hiking. And what inspired that man to bring it home? He was a very good man, very intelligent man. I can't say good. He was a little bit abusive, but I still loved him. I'm having difficulty reading because the chat's going. Ew. Hazel wants me to go visit her for... Does she? You should, Cassandra. Hazel is a great lady. She does awesome things with her children. She's got a motor home they go traveling in. I would love to see Hazel. I would love to meet another YouTuber. You've met her before? Well, cool. That's way cool. Hazel would love to have known about that rattlesnake. And that poor snapping turtle, I keep thinking about him. I put him in the woods. He was dry as a bone. His shell was so dry. I think I just gave him a place to go die because there was no water where I left him. If I'd have known, I'd have tried to get him in my car and taken him to water. I know. He was coming across the parking. I was 3 hours early to my doctor appointment that day, and I think that's why. I spent an hour and a half out there with that turtle, trying to get him to get to the woods. Your spelling, it's okay on the spelling. I called Miss Elegant Elephant in her chat, and she forgave me. Elegant, awesome. Good morning. I see the cutting board. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. I think I'm breaking a record somewhat for this. Last spring I had 15, but I have 9 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. I need to learn how to edit. I have no clue how to do that. There's so much learning I need to do. And learning is good no matter what age you are. She is, yes. Hazel is a good friend to everybody. If you need to know anything about YouTube, Hazel stays on the positive. She's got a lot of knowledge, and she's willing to help. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, spiritual awakening is a whole thing. We just have to listen. We have to pay attention when God calls us, or the higher power, to move in the right direction, that we're being nudged. And sometimes we don't see. My fingers are numb this morning. Oh, I hate that. Lady told me I need more magnesium because I've been getting Charlie horses at night. We give up on us, yes. Good morning. I missed my cry last night. I fell asleep. He had me, after I left your channel, I told you I was going to surf. And when my cry's on, I usually go on his panel. He can get out there, yes. I can understand why you can't figure him out, Miss Elegant. He's got that kind of personality. He's all over the place. But I fell asleep and he booted me. Movie buff, myself, and my cry usually get on the panel. And we kick it around and go back and forth. And Bailey is now got free run of the house. She's finally acclimated to the cats, which I needed her to do. Because I told her, if you don't get used to the cats, I gotta find you a home. Well, she must have understood, because now her and the cats get along. She's doing good with not pottying in the house. Right. But I need to have her learn how to get in the car without being afraid, because I want to take her with me. And she's still not used to get in. Hey, Camo. Bailey seems very... She is. She's like, she looks at me and knows me. At night, she lays her head on my shoulder. Like that, put your head on my shoulder. Frankie Avalon. You remember that song, Miss Elegant? Hold me oh so close, baby. My Aunt Audrey used to sing that. I miss my Aunt Audrey. I foster home. She kept me for a few years. She was a good aunt. I bounced around from place to place, uncle to uncle, aunt to aunt, home to home, group home. Yeah, so you mean me? I mean you? I'm getting every couple words. Dang my vision. Banana has a lot of potassium and good for you. Cramps. I'll go get some today. I need to go get my prescriptions. The Charlie horses. If it wasn't the acid for the first like 10 days a couple weeks ago was rolling up into my mouth at night. I'm having my colonoscopy endoscopy done on next Tuesday. So that ought to tell what's going on in the upper and the lower. Oh, I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. Not crazy, but I need to do it. I went and had my physical, got all those checks done. Cassandra, okay. I'll look at it later. When I get inside the house, I usually rewatch the stream. I'm not intending to miss anybody or not say hello. I see Cassandra has it handled. That's why she's my mod. You want a huge watermelon? Ah, my daughter on Saturday, we had a early Mother's Day for me because they're going to Myrtle Beach. And she sent me home with a half a watermelon. I cut it up, I ate it, and then I took it over to the grandkids yesterday for them to finish it off. What was a delicious, delicious, juicy watermelon. Good for the heart. Oh, well, that's good to know. See, learning and learning. There's always something to learn. My grandkids are 11 and 13, the youngest ones. They teach me the most on the computer because they have patience. My children will grab the thing from me and do it, and then I didn't know what they did, and I still didn't learn anything. $6.57. Did you buy it at a roadside stand? Yesterday, I took 2 cases of water to this little 86-year-old lady, Miss Ann. Her daughter died 20 years ago, and she's sad. So I took Miss Ann a couple cases of water, and she gave me this rice sock she made. It's like a 3-pound tube of sock. She said you put it in the microwave, and you put it on whatever ails you, your back, your neck, and it heats up. And I thought that was really cool. She wanted to pay me for the water, but I wouldn't allow it because her blood pressure is extremely low. She needs to drink more water. I went to the neighborhood Walmart. Gotcha. There's only a couple stores I go into because of my anxiety. I know the route of the store, and I know the people there. So I get in and I get out. I don't go when it's crowded. But again, the gardening has me talking to people. Like at the gardening center, first off I head to the clearance section. Whatever plants are on clearance, and there'll be somebody standing there, and I usually will say, inquire to them, because they're much more knowledgeable than I am about plants. And I'll pick off a few of those plants and bring them home and repot them. Ooh, I could not stay in a Walmart for an hour and a half. I'm in, out, and gone in 20 minutes or 30 minutes or less. Miss Elegant, are you being drug off anywhere today? Shelly says, and I'm drug off to the store. I saw some pots. My daughter has big giant pots. Those pots are $350 a pot. The nice ones at $180. I wait till there's a clearance, like the one I got from my fairy garden. It was $100 and I got it for $50 when they have the pot sale. But most of mine are plastic. Miss Elegant, I haven't had a chance to watch that 4-minute and 20-some second one of your show around your farm. The Rock. I started watching it last night. Cassandra, Miss Elegant's working on her watch time. If she streams in the evening, around anywhere between, I want to say 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Plants today. Yes. To bigger pots. Oh. I have a huge headache. I don't know. It's not my blood sugar. I don't know what it is. I'm just tired of being sick of being sick. I'm not going to let it get to me. I've taken my allergy pill. I'll check my blood pressure when I go in the house. Playing the blood pressure game is crazy. Miss Ann's blood pressure is so low, they're concerned about her. Told her to drink water. Mine's high. And they told me to drink water. A pot of blueberries. Ooh. My grandson is a blueberry eating kid. Oh, wow. I was thinking, Miss Elegant, about, because the containers that I've repotted the pots in are small, I was thinking about trying some herbs in the smaller pots this year. I just haven't figured out what I need to buy. Should I get them from seeds, herb seeds? But then you got all that package of seeds, you don't necessarily need all of it. And trying to plant some herbs and cook with fresh herbs. But I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. So I'm saving those. I've already got soil in the smaller pots or containers. They're really just containers from the store. And I'm considering having some herbs in there. I know I'm rambling off on different subjects. You want what? Fruit trees, yes. My uncle used to dig a hole and start a compost. I mean, he dug that hole deep and we would put everything in there. I think he had that compost hole dug for a year or two before he'd plant his cherry tree or his peach tree, whatever tree he was going to plant that year. Oh, the fruit on those trees. I miss my Uncle Pete and my Aunt Audrey. There's so many people I miss that have passed on. My grandma and grandpa, they were the best grandma and grandpa in the whole wide world. They would get me from that orphanage, Palmdale, and bring me there for the weekend. I know it had to rip their heart out when they took me back. Grow your own, the best. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I see a bunch of icons there of stuff. Something green, green, 3 yellow things, 2 white things. Cassandra, she loves you. Miss Elegant loves you already. An owl on my neighbor's house. All those owls, I love them because they drop when their poop has skeleton bones in it. Oh shoot, I'm at 10%. I need to end the stream or I'm gonna start buffering. So everybody say your goodbyes. I'm gonna push the X and end the stream and say over and out 10-4 good buddies. That's what I usually say. Pushing the X and ending the stream.